Ewan McGregor has been cast as Black Mask for the upcoming Birds of Prey movie in the DC Extended Universe. Should anyone give a shit about this? Well, we are breaking it all down. This is the Nerdy News Rundown. Let's get you filled in. Before we get into the news, I need to shout out Scott Sidner, who got the nerd card question correct from my Star Wars video from yesterday. You definitely know your stuff when it comes to Star Wars, so shout out to you, Scott, and we'll do another nerd card question at the end of this video. Also, real quick, thanks to everybody who chimed in on the comments yesterday talking about whether or not we want to reform the nerd card questions. For now, we're sticking to random people. So whenever you're watching this video, feel free to drop the answer for the nerd card question, and who knows, you might get a shout out. Man, it was a slow news day yesterday. There was not a lot going on in the world of geeky things, but one thing I wanted to mention before we get into this Ewan McGregor thing was you may be noticing a bunch of Kirby memes or GIFs or people just posting about Kirby online. And this is because the new upcoming Super Smash Bros. Game for Nintendo Switch, which was highly anticipated. I can't wait to get that game. But in this story for this game, all of the heroes from the Smash Bros. Nintendo world disappear in a Thanos snap-like event. There's only one hero left remaining, and this hero has to fight through to free all of the trapped heroes in the game. And that would be, of course, Kirby. So if you're a big-time Kirby fan, I mean, this is a good moment for you, I guess. I mean, I think it's kind of funny and ironic that Kirby's going to be the only hero left at the beginning of Super Smash Bros. But, you know, just wanted to point that out to you in case you were wondering, like, what's up with all this Kirby all over the internet? All right, to the main topic, to the big deal. Yes, Ewan McGregor was announced to join the cast of the Birds of Prey movie as Black Mask, who is a famous DC Comics villain. A lot of you probably already know who he is. Now, as I said at the top, the big question is, like, should anybody care about this? And I actually have not covered much about the Birds of Prey movie at all on this channel, and that's just because, honestly, I'm not excited for that movie at all. Now, a lot of this has less to do with the movie itself. It has more to do with, like, DC in general. I just find it hard to get super pumped about a Birds of Prey movie when we have no Superman movie on the horizon. We don't know what's going on with Matt Reeves' Batman, and we really don't know how this whole universe ties together. So it's really hard for me to get excited about, like, a spin-off to a movie that might not even be in the canon anymore. I mean, the main draw for the Birds of Prey movie is Margot Robbie and, of course, her Harley Quinn character, which debuted in Suicide Squad 1. Now, Suicide Squad was a fairly popular film. A lot of people saw that, and a lot of people really like the Harley Quinn character that we got in that film, and I count myself among them. I thought, yeah, Harley's great in the movie. She's pretty awesome. But the problem with getting excited about a movie headlining that Harley Quinn is that we really don't know if that Jared Leto Joker is ever coming back again. I mean, right now, Jared Leto is said to do the Morbius movie for Sony, which will be the next in their series of Marvel crossover universe films after Venom, and I'm pretty excited about that. I mean, I like Jared Leto. I think he's a good actor, but we're also getting a whole new Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix. Now, before you jump at me in the comment section, yes, DC has done their best to make it be known that this new Joker movie does not tie into the canon of any of the other DC films. It's its own thing. But we still have no idea, like, what the DCEU even is. And I mean, if you've been following my coverage over here, I'm just baffled by the decisions that they continue to make over there. And so for this reason, I cannot seem to get very excited about the Birds of Prey movie. However, it feels like this Ewan McGregor casting is directly aimed at people like me, people that are in the same kind of a boat, where we're like, yeah, I know about the Birds of Prey movie, not super excited about it for reasons A through Z. But all of a sudden, you get Ewan McGregor, beloved actor, of course, best known probably for the Obi-Wan Kenobi character in the prequels, and you get him associated with this Black Mask. Now, I think Ewan's a great actor. To my knowledge, I don't know how many times he's actually played a villain, though. It's going to be really interesting. But, you know, even with that out of the way, it's like, yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what Ewan McGregor would bring to the table as Black Mask. Black Mask is one hell of a DC villain, and if this movie is indeed going to be rated R the way we think it will be, man, there's going to be a lot of room for this Black Mask character to make a major impact on casual audiences. This character is brutal. He tortures people. It's going to get pretty crazy. So the question is, like, does this news work? Does it serve its function? Does it get people excited about the prospect of a Birds of Prey movie? I would say sort of. I mean, it kind of gets me a little bit more excited. I still have all of the trepidation that I had before. I'm really not that interested in the film itself, but a lot of that can change depending on what the DCEU does as far as announcements, as far as cleaning up its canon. It's like we can still get behind these films. We can still be pumped about this universe. You just got to give us a little bit of something, man. Tell us exactly like what is going on here. Now, I wanted to talk briefly real quick while we're on this topic about the news that Wonder Woman 84 is being pushed back to reboot or do a soft reboot of sorts to the DCEU. I did this video. A lot of people talked about it. Grace Randolph ran with this exclusive, talking about how she had sources saying that the 7-month pushback for Wonder Woman 84 was all to sort of tie in some elements that were originally going to be in the Flashpoint movie, which of course is getting pushed back again. And Grace has recently doubled down on this, talking about, you know, why this will work, why this is going to be attempted. But to me, again, this just screams for the studio interference, the same thing that they did with Batman v Superman, the same thing they did with Justice League, and it could be disastrous. I feel like we need a backdrop. We need an understanding of what this universe is before we are going to get excited about it. I mean, look, if they didn't have a already established shared universe and they just said they were going to make a Birds of Prey movie out of nowhere, I might actually be more excited for that because it wouldn't be beholden to all these other things that have like tragic memories in my mind that might be changed, and I'm gonna have to accept that in their canon. It's just frankly a mess, and I can't believe that Warner Brothers doesn't understand that that is where they are at. This peripheral story, they cannot escape it. They did this to themselves. However, that being said, you know, that's the news out there, guys. Ewan McGregor is going to be Black Mask in the Birds of Prey movie. I guess it gets me just a tiny bit more excited to check out this film. I mean, let's be real, I'm a big nerd. I'm probably going to see it anyways, but am I going to be pumped for it? I don't know. I don't think so. But I want to know what all of you think about this. Do you think Ewan McGregor is the perfect Black Mask? Are you skeptical of his casting in this role? And overall, what are your feelings towards the Birds of Prey movie and the DCEU in general? I feel like every time we talk about the DCEU, it's in a negative light, and I'm sorry for that, but that's just kind of the way things are right now. So let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, let's check that nerd card. While we are on the topic of Black Mask, I want to know, what is the actual name of the character that does become Black Mask? He's a real dude. He's a gangster. What is his actual name? Answer that question in the comment section below. And that's going to do it for the Friday show. Thanks for hanging out with us this week, getting your nerdy news over here. Hope some of the content helped you out, got you through a rough time, or just entertained you while you were driving somewhere or whatever. However you do, it's cool. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and nerdy day, and I will see you in the next video.